Sacred spaces can appear in the most unexpected places. And today we're exploring a story that shows how a chance encounter in the Scottish wilderness led to discovering something truly extraordinary.
That's such an intriguing setup. What makes this particular story so special?
Well, picture this September evening at Loch Garten. Our storyteller meets this distinguished couple, a diplomat and scientist arriving in their Mercedes. But it's what happens after their brief encounter that really captivates me.
So there's more beneath the surface of this casual meeting?
Exactly right. The couple starts discussing the unusually low number of midges that evening. You know, those tiny biting flies that plague Scotland. The scientist actually had this fascinating theory about how the long winter had decimated their population.
That's interesting, looking at even pest control through a scientific lens. What else struck you about this couple?
Well, they had that unmistakable worldly sophistication, discussing their connections from Perth to Buckie, showing genuine interest in the local wildlife. When they asked about the osprey nest location, they gracefully accepted being told it was confidential.
So we've got this pleasant but seemingly ordinary encounter, but I'm sensing there's a dramatic turn coming.
Oh, there absolutely is. After the couple leaves, our narrator ventures deeper into the woods where it's getting surprisingly dark. Then suddenly, and this is where it gets remarkable, a shaft of light breaks through the trees, creating this amazing spotlight on the forest floor.
That sounds almost cinematically perfect. What did this mysterious beam of light reveal?
It illuminated something completely unexpected. A carefully maintained shrine with flowers, poems, and most poignantly, a container of ashes. There was a card explaining this was the final resting place of a young man who died during World War II.
You know what strikes me about this? The incredible contrast between the sophisticated couple with their Mercedes and this deeply personal memorial hidden in the woods.
That's exactly what makes this story so powerful. And here's what really gets me. The shrine has been maintained for nearly 80 years. Fresh flowers, immaculate condition. Someone has been regularly visiting this spot for decades.
That kind of dedication really speaks to how grief and love can transcend time, doesn't it?
It really does. And there's this fascinating moment where our narrator has their camera ready, perfectly framed shot with this incredible natural lighting, but chooses not to take the picture.
Now that's a powerful choice in our social media age. What do you think motivated that decision?
Well, I think it speaks to this growing tension in our society, this compulsion to document everything versus recognizing when something should remain private, even sacred. You know, sometimes the most respectful response is simply to be present.
That makes me think about how we approach memory and documentation today. We're so quick to share everything.
Exactly. And here's what fascinates me about this whole story. It's like a perfect metaphor for how we discover meaning in life. We start with this surface-level social interaction, then literally and figuratively move into darker territory, only to find this profound moment of illumination.
The imagery of that light breaking through the trees feels almost deliberately theatrical, doesn't it?
It really does. And when you think about it, this story captures so much about human experience, from casual social interactions to profound grief, from public personas to private memorials. It's about knowing when to step back and let things remain mysterious.
Do you think we're losing that ability in our connected world?
You know, I worry we are. We're so conditioned to share everything that we might be missing these deeper, more meaningful experiences that come from simply being present in unexpected moments of discovery.
That really makes this story feel relevant to our times, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And perhaps that's the ultimate lesson here. In our rush to document and share everything, we might be missing out on those rare moments when the ordinary suddenly becomes sacred, when a shaft of light in the woods reveals something that's meant to be experienced rather than captured.